a journey through wonders, legends, and adventure. There is a place where time seems to slow down, where mountains meet the sea, and every corner tells a story. A land of castles and legends, of cliffs and lonely lighthouses, of ancient music and living traditions. Welcome to Wales, a country that has the power to captivate anyone who visits. Here, nature manifests in all its grandeur, from the towering peaks of Snowdonia National Park to the breathtaking coastline of Pembrokeshire, from rolling green hills dotted with sheep to the crystal-clear waters of rivers flowing beneath historic bridges and aqueducts. Wales is also a land of castles, over 600 of them, boasting one of the highest densities of castles in the world. Here, history blends with magic, giving life to tales of knights, kings, and epic battles. And then there's the culture, an ancient language that sounds like the whisper of the wind, music that fills churches and streets, and a deep passion for its roots. If you are looking, here are 10 unmissable places that will make your trip truly unforgettable. Top 10 places to visit in Wales. 10. Llandudno and the Great Orme. This coastal town is a step back in time, with its elegant Victorian architecture, its iconic pier, and bustling streets filled with cafés and boutique shops. Llandudno is the perfect destination for those seeking the charm of the Belle Époque by the sea. But the true spectacle lies in Great Orme, a limestone headland that towers over the bay, offering breathtaking views. You can reach its summit via a historic funicular railway or on foot, following scenic trails surrounded by wildflowers and mountain goats. 9. Bridges and aqueducts. Wales is a land of natural wonders and extraordinary engineering feats. One of the most fascinating places is Devil's Bridge, a legendary bridge near Aberystwyth. According to myth, it was built by the devil in exchange for the soul of the first person who crossed it. The view over the cascading waterfalls below is simply breathtaking. Equally impressive is the Ponce Aqueduct, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a masterpiece of 19th century engineering. This spectacular canal bridge, standing 38 meters high, can be crossed on foot or even by boat. And then there are the Severn Bridge and the Prince of Wales Bridge, two majestic structures that connect Wales to England, offering stunning panoramic views over the Severn Estuary. 8. The most beautiful lighthouses in Wales. With its rugged and wild coastline, Wales is home to some of the most spectacular lighthouses, symbols of adventure and mystery. One of the most iconic is South Stag Lighthouse, perched on a tiny islet off Holy Island. Reaching it means descending 400 steps carved into the cliffs, but the view is worth every effort. Further south, Strumblehead Lighthouse stands proudly on a windswept headland, one of the best spots in Wales to spot dolphins and seals. And then there's Y's Llanddwyn Lighthouse, surrounded by one of the most beautiful beaches in Wales, located on a mystical island linked to the legend of Saint Dwynwen, the patron saint of Welsh lovers. 7. Llangollen. Nestled in the rolling green hills of North Wales, Llangollen is a charming village known for its famous Eisteddfod, a festival celebrating music and poetry that draws artists from all over the world. Here, you can travel back in time aboard the Llangollen Steam Railway, a heritage train that winds through fairy tale landscapes, or cross the spectacular Ponce Aqueduct, offering a breathtaking view over the valley. Don't miss the ruins of Castell Dinas Bran, an ancient fortress perched on a hilltop, where the view stretches across miles of unspoiled countryside. 6. The Castles of Wales. With over 600 castles, Wales is truly the land of history and legends. Caernarfon Castle, one of the most imposing, stands with its octagonal towers reflecting on the water. Chepstow Castle, the oldest stone-built castle in Britain, is a medieval marvel overlooking the River Wye. Raglan Castle, with its enchanting architecture, looks like it was taken straight from A Knight's Tale. And then there's Caerphilly Castle, the second largest in the UK after Windsor Castle, surrounded by an impressive system of artificial lakes. 5. The magical Pembrokeshire Coast National Park. There are places that seem painted by the wind and the sea, where every wave tells a story and every cliff hides a secret. Pembrokeshire Coast National Park is one of them, a paradise where nature reigns supreme. Framed by over 300 kilometers of protected coastline, golden beaches, towering cliffs, and picturesque villages frozen in time. The crystal-clear waters of Barafundle Bay welcome adventurous travelers, who must first walk through scenic cliffs to reach this secluded paradise. Hidden among the rocks, like a precious relic, is St. Govan's Chapel, a small stone church that, according to legend, was built in the 6th century by a hermit monk who fled from pirates. The journey continues to the wild shores of Llanddwyn Island, a nature reserve where hundreds of puffins live among rugged cliffs, creating a dreamlike setting for wildlife lovers. And then there's Tinby, a charming seaside town with pastel-colored houses, golden beaches, and streets filled with the scent of the sea and history. Pembrokeshire is not just a place, it's an experience. It's the wind on your face as you walk along the cliff tops, the feeling of stepping into another world, where nature speaks and the soul listens. 4. Brecon Beacons, where nature tells millennia-old stories. Far from the cities, a landscape unfolds that feels as if it belongs to another era. The Brecon Beacons are not just mountains. They are lands of legends, vast skies, and mist-covered valleys. The most iconic peak is Pen y Fan, the highest summit in South Wales. Climbing to its top is like stepping into a landscape painting, where rolling hills stretch endlessly into the horizon. But the real magic lies in waterfall country, where stunning waterfalls plunge into deep, lush gorges. Among them, the Henred Falls stand out, famous for their cinematic beauty. And beneath these mountains, the Dan Iro Gof caves hold secrets of a hidden world, with majestic stalactites and underground lakes that echo with the sound of dripping water. The Brecon Beacons are more than just a destination. They awaken a sense of adventure and wonder, a place where every step feels like discovering something new. 3. Snowdonia, the wild heart of Wales. There is a place where nature reveals itself in its purest form, where mountains rise like silent giants and lakes reflect the sky like crystal-clear mirrors. This place is Snowdonia, the realm of Wales' highest peaks, a landscape sculpted by time and legend. At the heart of this majestic land stands Mount Snowdon, the tallest mountain in Wales, a summit that for centuries has inspired explorers, poets, and dreamers. Climbing to its peak is an experience that changes your perspective. Every step through ancient trails and wind-carved rocks brings you closer to the sky. For those who prefer a more relaxed ascent, there's an equally spectacular alternative. The Snowdon Mountain Railway, a historic steam train that has been carrying travelers to the summit since 1896, offering breathtaking views along the way. But Snowdonia is more than just its iconic mountain. Within its borders lie hidden gems of pure wonder. Llandudno, a lake said to hold the legendary Excalibur, King Arthur's sword, or the charming village of Bedgulert, where the tragic tale of the loyal dog Galert is still told today. Snowdonia is an experience that goes beyond mere travel. It is the wild heartbeat of Wales, a land where nature reigns supreme and where every adventure leaves a mark on the soul. 2. Anglesey and Llanddwyn Island. Off the Welsh coast lies an island that seems to belong to another world. Anglesey, with its unspoiled landscapes, golden beaches, and solitary lighthouses, is a place where beauty knows no limits. The true jewel of this land is Llanddwyn Island, a mystical islet suspended between legend and reality, forever linked to the story of Saint Dwynwen, the Welsh patron saint of lovers. Here, among sand dunes and windswept trails, stands the Llanddwyn's Llanddwyn Lighthouse, watching over the azure waters of the sea, creating one of the most photographed landscapes in all of Wales. But Anglesey is more than just a picture-perfect island. Scattered across its land are ancient standing stones and Neolithic tombs, remnants of civilizations that left their mark in stone. Anglesey is a place that changes with time and seasons. It is gentle and welcoming on sunny days, wild and mysterious when the clouds roll in. It is a land of stories, legends, and breathtaking landscapes that stay in your heart forever. 1. Cardiff, the beating heart of Wales. If there is one place where the past and future intertwine, it is Cardiff. The capital of Wales is a vibrant city, where medieval castles stand alongside modern districts, where history meets art, music, and the unstoppable energy of rugby. At the city's center stands the majestic Cardiff Castle, an ancient fortress transformed into a lavish Victorian residence, adorned with spectacular details. Its towers rise above the cityscape, guarding centuries of history and hidden secrets within its walls. Not far from the castle, Butte Park stretches like a green oasis in the heart of Cardiff, the perfect place for a stroll among ancient trees and blooming gardens. And then there's Cardiff Bay, the city's modern waterfront district, home to the Wales Millennium Centre, an architectural icon and the beating heart of Welsh culture. But Cardiff is not just about history and beauty, it's about passion. Here, you'll find the legendary Principality Stadium, the Temple of Rugby, where the Welsh people come together to experience matches with an intensity that cannot be described, only felt. Cardiff is a city that is welcoming and lively, elegant, yet innovative, the perfect starting point for exploring Wales in all its authenticity. If Wales is a journey between past and future, Cardiff is its pulsing heart. Wales is not just a place to visit, it is a place to live. Here, every road tells a story, every landscape is a masterpiece, and every tradition is a piece of culture still alive today. You will hear the melodic sounds of the Welsh language, one of the oldest in Europe, still proudly spoken. You will experience authentic traditions, from choirs filling churches with powerful melodies, to folklore festivals like the Eisteddfod, celebrating poetry, music, and Welsh heritage. And then, there's rugby. More than a sport, it's a passion. Just step into a Welsh pub during a match, and you will feel the spirit of this land in every heartbeat. Wales is a journey that stays with you, a land of emotions, legends, and adventure. So are you ready? Wales is waiting for you.